it's easy.
Coach, you always talk about being balanced, and we talked about that in pregame. I don't know how you'd be more balanced when your running back in his first game goes for 204. Just talk about how that worked out.
Well, I mean, Scotty's a talented kid, and he's running behind a very experienced line. It's just hard when you guys ask, or when anybody asks, you know, what's the plan for Saturday, because you just don't know what they're going to do. You have an idea studying film all week, but you don't always know exactly what they're going to do on game day. And, you know, Texas Tech did some things early on to take away the run game, and they gave us some shots. Later on, they got into some Tampa 2 and started taking away. They started covering. And when you start covering, you give us an opportunity to run the ball. So really, it's the approach taken by the defense that it doesn't really dictate what we do, but it allows us to attack different areas of the field or different aspects of the defense. And so we kind of went back and forth. If you watched through the game, we took a deep shot, we ran the football. You know, we took an intermediate shot, we ran the football. It really was about Jordan Tomu making good decisions about where to go with the football, and sometimes that means hand it off. And I think Scotty did a good job with his 16 carries.
So you and Matt both mentioned after the game kind of that y'all wanted to be more efficient in the run game and consistently picking up 4 and 5 yards. Now that you've had a chance to look at it, do you have a better idea of what went wrong and how to do that?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think anything went wrong. We had a good number of 4-yard runs, so we're happy about that. There was some more efficiency there maybe than we thought leaving the game. 2 things we wanted to do in the running game. We wanted to create more explosive runs, which we did, and we do. We want to be more efficient in the runs that are not explosive. So our goal is 4 yards a carry. You know, as Coach Luke said, you get 3.5 yards a carry in the SEC, and you're running the ball pretty good. So 4 yards a carry for us is good. You just hate to have one carry that's 90 yards and the other 9 carries are for 10 yards. You don't want to be efficient when you do it. So we were okay, weren't great, but we were okay on Saturday in the efficiency department there in the run game. But from an explosive run game standpoint, I think we're happy with what Scotty and the offense they would do.
Coach, not to be critical of Jordan at all, he put up unbelievable stats in game, but did you see at the first read maybe not keeping the eyes down the field, breaking out of the pocket and just kind of getting lost during the plays a little bit, or is that just wrong?
Tomu had 3 mentals in the game. I thought he had 4, but there were 2 plays where he actually made a really good decision, and a Texas Tech defensive player, you know, made a good play. He got in the way of a throw. We pulled it to make a throw, and he did a really good job tracking downhill and getting up in front of his face and forcing him to have to double pump it to AJ. And that was one of the throws where he was open, and we went to trigger it. I think it was number 1 got up in his throwing lane, and so he had to pull it back down and wait to reload it, and it created an incomplete. The thing that I liked that Jordan did was we had a couple plays that last year maybe we might have taken a sack on because we're trying to wait on a 3rd or a 4th receiver, and he understands right now, I think, how to manage a play. And instead of giving up a 6 or 7 yard sack, we hustle to get back to the line of scrimmage for -1. 2nd and 11 is always better than 2nd and 18. You know, and then we threw the ball out of the back of the end zone instead of forcing something. But he had 2 MAs. I think he'd like to have back two throws that we missed. Probably one of them was a touchdown to DeMarcus Lodge inside the 20-yard line, and the other one was to AJ Brown off of 4 verticals inside the red zone.